Oh, we're already getting into this. Okay.
I mean,
Unnamed
yeah.
versus WESTL.
There's not much else you can do but to just to play the game.
Yeah. And of course, WESTL misdropping all those pieces. Oh dear, I think that might.
Ooh, yeah, that might be a quick first round. Yeah, that's a quick first round. Those misdrops are not great.
WESTL, of course, taking pretty fast rounds, but he can't seem to take it upon himself with all these mistakes. But WESTL obviously going for the MS2.
Yep, and then gets that perfect clear. And proceeds to, looks like PC looping, and that's going to work for him very well.
And we've seen that a lot with players like Ford, who have managed to master the art of PC looping. WESTL manages to keep it a lot more consistent to himself. All the while unnamed, pretty good mini setup by them to maintain back-to-back. I like their patience more than WESTL, but of course WESTL really has the pressure to send to unnamed, but all these misdrops from WESTL almost...
WESTL's gonna find an out still. Still hanging in there.
Same with recoveries too by WESTL. It seems like unnamed really rather keeps themselves careful compared to WESTL. But WESTL, just because when he isn't careful doesn't mean he can still fix them really fast, just speed alone.
Mm-hmm.
Oh god, WESTL.
Alright. Looks like the MS2 is going to unnamed as well. But WESTL managing to send something nice and fast there.
Pretty good ST stacking by unnamed, while WESTL is just building up that 5-4 the fastest he can, but he has all this
this cheese garbage isn't the greatest, but it still manages to find a down stack and takes the win anyways.
Very good by WESTL. Does manage to make the most out of the down stack. I think that might have been like a power stack before, and that's what he was trying to build it up for.
Yep, and here comes the MS2 again, the perfect clear there. Not really anything to loop off of, thanks to the garbage, but WESTL making a C-spin there overwhelms unnamed that round. Very good stuff.
Seems like unnamed was trying to set up for a T-spin like setup right there with that extra eyepiece to fill it in, but it was already getting so bad that he just couldn't get it in. Just a
WESTL's getting these. Yeah, WESTL's getting these perfect clears very nicely.
Indeed. But WESTL, in fact, doesn't have a lot of garbage to work with. But of course, he's just
and stacks a little too high in the middle there. That's going to be a quick top out. That's unfortunate. Unnamed's going to quickly tie that back up.
Very unfortunate. WESTL and unnamed going for the same setup, while WESTL clearly builds for the 6-3 variation instead. While unnamed, pretty good 12 to 16 spike by them, with 13 more, but WESTL seems to cancel a lot of it at his own speed.
There's a good back-to-back that WESTL has right now. Gonna keep it going. Huge 26 spike. Ooh. Wasn't able to get that second TSD though. Gonna have to break back-to-back to keep that down stack going. We'll have to see if it works in WESTL's favor, but it doesn't.
Those misdrops.
That was an impressive back-to-back chain, but yeah, having that mishap with the STSD definitely cut it short.
WESTL is continuing to keep the 6-3 going while unnamed compared to the 7-2.
Yeah, and then there's a huge spike there, catches unnamed off guard. Wow, good stuff.
Unnamed clearly had the defense, but that eye misdrop was already enough to kill. Very unfortunate by unnamed. Now both these players 4-4.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
so
good. Let's say it once again, good stuff. However, WESTL doing a lot of misdrops, manages to find an out because unnamed, I think, was just kind of taking his time there. And yeah, manages to make a comeback. There was a prime opportunity for unnamed to punish, but I think they had their own problems to deal with.
Alright, WESTL, of course, building up that MS2 once again. Unnamed, gonna find a good down stack out of it, while WESTL has so much room to work with all of this garbage. Finding the T-spin, creating into an 18 spike, and going back into a clean 9-0, but unnamed's board. Oh god, that is...
Oh yeah, that is not a great board state to be in. I mean, could manage to find a down stack, but that garbage queue is just too much to deal with. You have to go a little faster than that if you want to deal with something as big as that.
Unnamed going to transition to 5-4, but the
And
T-spin
WESTL with a
0.
huge spike right immediately right there.
Looking at WESTL right now. The T misdrop does in fact want to try to find the fix for it. Does manage to get it back down while Unnamed not looking for the quad, but has found the dono afterwards while WESTL is just looking to continue the back-to-back. Very good tuck by them.
Oh, yeah.
Kill Unnamed.
Yeah, Unnamed didn't have the best piece placements there. Gives WESTL another win then. WESTL with a perfect clear. Immediately starts PC looping. That's a huge spike to deal with. Is WESTL gonna have the room? No. No, he's not. It's Unnamed, I mean. Whoops. Named stuff.
Very good misstep. Wait, is it non-MS2 that I'm casting about? This is TKI. What was their openers? I kind of really forgot the difference between Gamashira and MS2. That's my concern.
It is a...
with the mid
there's
DT.
a mid-game DT. Okay.
WESTL is continuing to lead with 9-4.
Unnamed
is...
Ooh, and WESTL with that TZ misdrop. That's a bit much.
What are all these misdrops coming from WESTL?
Yeah, really WESTL kind of fumbling around there a little bit too much. Hopefully that's just a one-off thing and nerves aren't getting to him. Oof. Still managed to find something off of that, but definitely going to be put at a bit of a disadvantage. Unnamed's going to be capitalized off of that a little bit more. WESTL manages to find it out, though. And now back to normal pacing.
WESTL, of course, continuing on with the 6-3. What are you doing? You're setting up a TST into a C-spin. Okay. Okay, WESTL. But, of course, when you have the TST, That's
a weird board state. You're gonna have to do a lot of weird clears to try and manage that.
Very good find by Unnamed with the STSD. Gonna downstack.
Yeah, look, that was a really clean stack from Unnamed.
Just looking at WESTL right now, gonna have to skim so much and find all of these short-looking board states. Does manage to find a pretty good setup with that TSD or STSD, but WESTL is starting to struggle a lot with his board state right now.
Yeah. Ooh, and that IZ misdrop is going to be a little bit scary. Manages to clear out pretty quickly. Unnamed not really sending a whole lot in that whole situation. Could have been a perfect time for something to happen. Ooh, Unnamed on the verge of death, barely clearing, but not quite enough. WESTL is going to take this to match point. Wow. WESTL is really coming back from extremely precarious situations.
WESTL with the DPC color clear. Pretty good TST afterwards. Skimming a bit for that TSD while Unnamed clearly has a lot of room to work with. The pressure.
Another STSD from WESTL. Yeah, WESTL's going for some pretty nutty setups right now in the mid game.
Loser semis, like... I know I'm not surprised, but even then, I don't know what he's
L misdrop is a little bit frightening. Yeah. Seems like WESTL's going to have to take it that time. But it's still match point. All WESTL needs to do is win one more game, and then it's over. Unnamed could still come back from this, but might be a bit of a tall order, especially with that all clear.
Oh.
Gonna definitely be starting off with a bit of a disadvantage. Yeah, WESTL sending huge spikes right now. Maybe a... Ooh. Alright, good survival from Unnamed here. Wow, fantastic. Finding good down stacks, just... I'm not sure about the attack, though.
Yeah,
ooh, yeah.
Not really.
Oh, that's unfortunate for Unnamed. WESTL's going to be taking that win, going to be moving on to losers semifinals to face Fortisim.
Wow. Okay. America versus Canada in losers finals, right?
Yep, a class.